Hello. Good morning. My name is Cimfel. I'm a candidate for Secretary of State Nebraska. I'm broadcasting this speech as a press conference to describe. First of all, I have bad teeth and bad speech, so this might be a little bit difficult to explain. But I'm going to do the best way I can. Like I said, I have a learning and teaching disability, but I'm going to try to swing this. So good morning. Thank you for gathering on a short notice. I'm here today not to concede, but to declare that our fight for the integrity of Nebraska's Secretary of State office is far from over. As you know, our campaign has been the target of a vicious, coordinated smear campaign. Anonymous fabricated allegations of sexual misconduct were weaponized against us to seek truth, not to seek truth, but to create chaos and doubt. Their goal was to force me out of this race. But I have a message for the political machine that orchestrated this attack. You have failed. But I have a message for the political machine. So, let me be unequivocally clear. I am unequivocally and categorically deny these malicious and false allegations. They are complete fabrication, and we're pursuing all legal options to hold perpetrators of this defamation accountable. So, in other words, it's not my sexual misconduct. It's a reversal. It's the opponent's sexual misconduct. So, their plan was to run out the clock to force us to spend our time defending my family's name instead of taking voters out, securing our elections. They hoped the noise would bring down the message and that you, the voters, would be robbed of a choice. But the truth they didn't count on. We are still in this race. While our opponents used underhanded tricks, our team has been fighting on the legal and procedural battlefield, and we have reason to believe that we may still have time to secure our rightful place on the ballot. We are pursuing every avenue, challenging every obstruction, and we are confident that the people of Nebraska will have the opportunity to vote for a candidate dedicated to true election integrity. This incident has proven exactly what this race, why this race is so critical. The office of Secretary of State must be held by someone who will fight for your vote, not someone who will try to steal it through smears and political games. They didn't just attack me, they attacked our right to choose. They tried to depress turnout and suppress the vote for our campaign because they saw our energy and our momentum. They knew we were building a coalition demanding transparency, and they were afraid to face us in a fair election. And so today I want to speak directly to my opponents and the architects of this smear. This has to stop. The people in Nebraska are tired of politics as usual. They are tired of character assassination. They want to debate on the issues, on voter access, on election security, on the future of democracy. I'm asking you now to lay off. That means, my opponents, be nice to me, because the Nebraska court has already ruled that I am a legal candidate. So, to accept my candidacy and compete in the arena of ideas, not the shadows of rumors in innuendo. Let the voters decide. Give them a real choice. I'm ready to debate you anywhere, anytime on the merits of our visions for this office. So I'm here today to ask for your help. This is not over. If you believe in fair elections, we need you. If you believe voters should pick their leaders, not political machines, we need you. And if you are ready to fight for the integrity of our democracy, we need you now more than ever. Visit our website, visit YouTube, volunteer, help us clear this last hurdle to get on the ballot. Spread the word that our campaign is stronger than the lies, and the time comes, I'm asking you for your vote. We will not be silenced. We will not be pushed out. We will continue to fight for every Nebraskan's right to have their voice heard, and we will restore honesty and transparency to an office that desperately needs it. I have another section in here. We have in our possession 4 sworn affidavits from individuals who were approached by associates of my opponent's campaign and offered money, political favors, or were threatened to make false statements against me. These affidavits, which we are providing to the Attorney General, these affidavits, which we are providing to the Attorney General and the press, detail the times, dates, and locations of these solicitations. And one individual was given a pre-written script of allegations to memorize. Furthermore, our digital forensics teams have analyzed metadata of anonymous blog posts that originally launched these claims. The data shows the post was drafted and first edited on a computer within the Nebraska State Capitol building weeks before its publication. This was not a whistleblower. This was a planned political hit job executed from within the halls of power. This moves us from defamation to criminal conspiracy to interfere with an election. But the fraud goes deeper than just smears. It's targeted by the very mechanics of our campaign. We have filed complaint with the Election Commission regarding the illegal handling of ballot access petitions. We submitted well over the required number of signatures by the deadline. However, we can prove that over 1,200 valid signatures from registered voters were mysteriously invalidated by the office of the current Secretary of State. On spurious grounds like signature mismatch. They didn't stop there. They targeted the right to vote for us. In other words, what I'm trying to say is they started a petition to keep me off the ballot. There's a way on the computer for the Elections Commission to fabricate a petition, pretty much an electronic petition, that fabricates signatures and describes why I shouldn't be on the ballot and has a bunch of names that say that this person should not be on the ballot. In other words, it's a virtual petition, and they're using virtual petitions to politically assassinate me, and with virtual information that people that I am a nuclear threat. Nebraska has nuclear power, and what I'm trying to say is that the powers that be, these virtual petitions are supposed to keep me out of the realm of Nebraska's underground and Nebraska's military style. The deep dark secrets of Nebraska. These petitions are meant to keep me out of it in almost a racial setting, like I'm an Arab. So what I'm trying to say is, like, for instance, Iran. Say an Iran nationalist is running for the government. A lot of things go on the internet about how Iran's not supposed to know the secrets. Iran's not supposed to have nuclear weapons and things. That's what this is about. They make virtual petitions saying that a bunch of people do not want me on the ballot. So, and they make petitions, and they protest my right to be on the ballot as a voter and as a registered citizen of Nebraska. So, this is the only way I can describe this speech. I'm trying the best way I can because I have a learning and teaching disability. It makes it hard to explain. But the computer is supposed to be my friend. The computer is not supposed to be something that is fabricating evidence against an innocent person. So, I'm going to end this speech tonight. Please vote responsibly and fair. Remember, this is not over. There is still a chance I can be Secretary of State. If it doesn't happen in 2026, it'll happen in 2030. And so, please vote for me. Every vote counts. And if I am turned down and not accepted for the ballot, then it's going to be worse. I'll have more and more signatures in the wrong places, more and more people voting for me, and it'll be even worse. So vote for me, Lee M. Cimfel, Secretary of State, Nebraska, 2025-2026. L-E-E-M Cimfel, C-I-M-F-E-L. F as in Frank, E as in Edward, L as in Lincoln.